Today on AskBloop, will motion capture save time on animation? Welcome to AskBloop, more from BloopAnimation.com. It's Friday and it's time for your questions. Can I be a 2D and 3D animator at the same time? If so, which one takes longer to learn? Being a 2D animator takes some different skills from a 3D animator, though a lot of the concepts translate. A 2D animator needs to know how to draw well, which isn't the case for 3D animators. As for which one takes longer to learn, I don't think there's a big difference. It's just focusing on different programs. Plus the fact that for 2D, you also have to know how to draw. So that might take a little bit longer. What style of animation do you enjoy looking at the most? I'm talking visually, disregarding story, etc. That's a hard one, but I think hand-drawn, grungy looking animation is probably my favorite. We've covered some shorts with that style in Short of the Week, like Pinched or Coda, and I think I mentioned MTV's Downtown as an old favorite of mine, as well as the style of the point-and-click adventure game Machinarium and Broken Age. Anything that has that hand-drawn, painterly look with a little bit of a post-apocalyptic / steampunk thing really appeals to me. If you're making a 3D animated movie on a low budget, will motion capture save working hours from character animation? Does motion capture take less production time? Well, first of all, if you're on a low budget, then maybe you don't want to set up an entire motion capture room, because that could be pretty expensive. But let's say that you do it on the cheap and you plan to save a ton of animation time with it. After recording the motion capture, you will still have to give it to animators to refine and make sure the motion works for the shot, which will take time. Yes, at the end you might be able to finish a shot quicker that way, but I don't think it's going to be by much, and the result you'll get is going to be pretty dull. You can always spot motion capture, and unless you're trying to recreate real life, like in Planet of the Apes, where they wanted for it to look like it's real, then your animation is just going to look boring and too realistic, like rotoscoping. And in that case, then what's the point of doing animation? You can just shoot live action, which is definitely cheaper than full-on 3D animation. I've seen this kind of question bounce around a lot. Will motion capture or face capture replace animators? And I really don't think so. I think that exaggerated look of good character animation is not something you can replicate with human actors in motion capture. And while it can definitely make things easier for some projects, for example, I used to work at a company that created pre-visualizations for commercials, and we used motion capture all the time for the animation, which made it so much faster than if we had to hand animate all of the shots. But for true character animation for an animated film, I don't think motion capture is going to change anything. Alright guys, that's all the questions for today. If you have one, post it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.